Hey, what's up, guys? It's Steve again, Harmless Rebel. Something a little bit different this time. Um, so there's been a lot of vinyl clubs popping up lately. Then you've got your others, like Vinyl Me Please and whatnot that have been around forever. I was a member of Vinyl Me Please um, a couple times over the last few years. They've kind of gotten out of control with their pricing, so and just with their releases. So I've stopped being part of that particular one. Then you have Metalhead Box, which has gotten pretty popular over the last year or two. I like the idea of Metal Box. I don't like the pricing just because of the shipping from Canada. And then also, you don't know what you're going to get. And a lot of the videos that I've seen people show, um, I would say 90% of it's just stuff that doesn't interest me. And while there's been some cool shirts and whatnot, just not what I'm looking for. So this new vinyl club, I guess you would call it a club, um, more subscription service, I guess, popped up about 6, 7 months ago. It's Gimme Metal. So I finally decided to give them a try. They had starting in I don't know, maybe September or October. I started seeing some really good albums pop up. I think they did Seven Churches. They did Leprosy from Death. They did one of the Chemist albums, Bolt Thrower. And actually, Bolt Thrower was when I started paying attention. Then they did the Chemist right after that. They may have done one more after that I'm not remembering. But then they listed this particular album, and it's S.O.D. And it's Speak English or Die. I've always loved this album. I've had a copy on cassette or CD basically since it came out. Probably listened to it a thousand times over the years. I've just never run across it on vinyl. I've never really searched for it either. But when I saw this, I decided to jump on board. One of the reasons I really jumped on it is the price. It's I think it's $25.99 a month. There may be some shipping on top of that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But for a double album and a pin, which I'll show and talk about in a second, I mean these enamel pens go for $6 to $10 by themselves, and a double LP for 26 bucks. It's a great deal. Some pros and cons of the club. The first con I see of the club is of all of those albums that I just released. None of those are out of print or have not been recently printed. Seven Churches just got a really nice reprint from High Roller. Chemist is on what is it? 20 bucks spin, is that it? The label, and it's available on their website. The only difference that I see so far, even Speak English or Die just got a pressing like 2 years ago, and this is actually pretty much the same pressing. Now I will say that Gimme Metal is using or doing their own pressing, so it's exclusive colors. So this one I think they called it Camouflage Splatter, and it does look really nice. But like I said, one of the minuses is that they're not really, or so far they haven't released any content that's not somewhat easily available. Now, granted, a lot of those, if you order them, you're going to pay more than what they're charging for them, and then you're getting the enamel pin as well. However, like I said, what would really make them stand out is if they could get some releases that haven't just recently been pressed in the last few years or haven't been pressed at all. Um, that would probably appeal to a lot more people than again just pressing stuff that's already out there on a new color, even when the color is kind of cool. Quality wise, the sound is phenomenal. This is the double album from a few years ago. I think this was the 20th or the anniversary edition, where it was a 2 LP. So the first LP is the actual album. The second LP is Live in Tokyo '99, and then some bonus material. Which, none of this is new to me. I believe I have the anniversary edition on CD with all this stuff and some additional content as well. But again, sound quality is fantastic. There is a little micro scratch on the A side, and so you got a little tick for about 2 rotations, maybe 3 rotations. It annoyed me at first, but not enough that I'm going to ask for another copy or anything like that. It's just one of those things. It's not their fault. It's one of those things that happens. But one issue I do have, and I do put at their feet, is the fact that because they don't put a cardboard divider between the enamel pin and the record. I don't know if you can, if I'll be able to show it on here. Let's see. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Maybe you can right there. There's a bunch of little indents where the pin was just pressing against it in the mail, which you know, that can easily be fixed. You know, if they just put the divider here and then put the pin on top of the divider, you would never have that issue. The pin is cool, and they've done one of these for each of the releases so far. So you've got the S.O.D. enamel pin. It's metal with enamel. Really nice quality. For all you guys that are into battle jackets, I just like collecting shit like this. I may do like Scott Waters has done, and do a collage of all the different pins that I have, like a frame collage or something would be cool. Another issue that I have, and actually speaking of Scott Waters, if you guys are from Gimme Metal are listening, the art quality is not great. And then I'm not talking about the artwork itself. I know that was it Charlie Benante that did the artwork? I know that the artwork looks rough anyway, but if you look at the S.O.D. and the Stormtroopers of Death, it's really fuzzy, where they just did a real quick scan, and it's not even a high-res scan because this was released on vinyl, so you should be able to have a really nice high-res scan of that. The back looks good. I mean, the stuff that they did touch up looks phenomenal. You know, I just think that if they would have spent a couple $100 or a few $100 on somebody like Scott, who does a real good job with these covers and stuff, it would have taken it to the next level. So those are my few criticisms. Like I said, for the price, it's definitely worth it. I do recommend for all you metalheads checking them out, especially if any of those albums that I just listed, which are all fantastic albums, appeal to you. The other thing I really like about these guys that I didn't like about Vinyl Me Please is, for instance, this month is it Dark Throne? A Dark Throne album? I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Dark Throne, though. I'm not a fan of black metal. I shouldn't say that. I really like really early black metal when it was traditional metal with the black metal vocals. Some of the bands even had like a punk edge to them. I really like that stuff. The later stuff I just don't get into. And the cool thing about that is you can just go on the website, as long they announce the names a week or two before the payments due, and you could just select skip payment, and you won't get that record. So they make it real easy, whereas Vinyl Me Please makes you either choose another record, which there was never one that I liked on the list of records that you had to choose from, or they would credit you. But what was shady is I was paying like $29 a month, and they would only credit me $21 a month, or $21 if I didn't take the deal, which was a complete scam. But like I said, they make it real easy. It is really nice sounding pressing. I am really happy with it. I just wanted to be fair and point out some of the little issues that I had, and maybe they'll watch this and correct those. That's it, guys. I hope you liked it. If you have any comments, thoughts, drop them down below, subscribe, do all that good stuff. That's it, guys. Take care.